What is up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my co-main event breakdown and prediction video for UFC 294. Khamzat Chimaev taking on Kamaru Usman.
I need all the wins, yeah. Harder than all that is. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out. Knocked out.
And we are back breaking down another fight on this UFC 294 pay-per-view card. We're going to be breaking down the co-main event. Khamzat Chimaev, he's going against Kamaru Usman. We have Kamaru Usman stepping in on short notice, which is a very bold strategy, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, Kamaru Usman coming in here, short notice, up a weight class. Really looking forward to seeing how this fight plays out. Before we get into it, if you guys could please do me a favor, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I already posted my main card breakdown prediction video. Islam Makhachev, Alexander Volkanovski, and then I'll be getting up my full card breakdown and prediction video on Tuesday. All the fights are taped, just have to record it, edit it, and get it out. So Tuesday, that will be out there. But yeah, looking forward to this co-main event. I say we get right into it. We're going to start with Khamzat Chimaev. He's 29 years old, 6'2", with a 75-inch reach, 12-0, and obviously 5-0 in his last 5 fights. We got Kamaru Usman, 36 years old. He is 6 foot with a 76-inch reach, 20-3, and 3-2 in his last 5 fights. We'll take a look at the odds, and we see that Khamzat Chimaev is a favorite. He opened up minus 300, currently minus 260. Kamaru Usman, the dog, opened up plus 250, and he is currently sitting at plus 220. So when I saw this matchup was announced, Paulo Costa, had to pull out, and in steps Kamaru Usman, I was really happy. I'm looking forward to this Kamaru Usman fight a lot more than I was the Paulo Costa fight, and we knew for a fact that Paulo Costa fight that probably wasn't going to happen anyway. So it's nice of Kamaru Usman to step in and kind of save really the card. I mean, if we lost Khamzat Chimaev, the card would have went to kind of crap, to be honest. But, in steps Kamaru Usman saving the card. Really looking forward to this fight here. So this is a very interesting fight. Like I said, Kamaru Usman, he's coming in here on short notice, and right off the bat, that's kind of a red flag to me. Because, taking a short notice fight in general is always something to be wary of, but taking a short notice fight against Khamzat Chimaev, I mean, that's not the best idea in the world. And he's coming up a weight class here. And it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to really see Kamaru Usman's ground game tested for really the first time. The only time we saw Kamaru Usman taken down was in the second Leon Edwards fight, where Edwards did take him down in the first round, got right in a mount, and Kamaru Usman stayed on the ground the entire time. Wasn't the best look to me, but yeah, other than that, Kamaru Usman's been able to stuff takedowns against everybody else. 97% takedown defense for Kamaru Usman, but that's at welterweight, and this, like I said, this fight is going to be at middleweight, which is something to mention. So what worries me on the Kamaru Usman side is a couple things, actually a lot of things, to be honest. So the first thing that worries me is Kamaru Usman is now 36 years old. He's getting up there in age. He's been dealing with injuries. We've always talked about the knees as of late. That's always a big talking point with Kamaru Usman, is those knees. So yeah, I don't like the fact that he is getting up there in age. The other thing I don't like about Kamaru Usman in this matchup is the fact that, his motivation. What is Kamaru Usman's motivation? This guy was on the top of the world for a while, multiple title defenses, and then all of a sudden, he was going out there, he was beating Leon Edwards, he was 1 minute away from retaining the title once more, gets head kicked and gets knocked out in that 5th round. And then he goes out there and against Leon Edwards in their 3rd fight. It was 1-1. And Kamaru Usman goes out there and just, I don't know, he looked disinterested in that fight. He looked off in that fight. That was the worst version of Kamaru Usman we've ever seen. And I do think he is declining. 36 years old. I mean, he's not going out there making improvements. I feel like also he is worrying about a lot of stuff outside of the cage. I think he's like an actor now. He's doing some acting. He's doing all kinds of things. I'm kind of scared about where Kamaru Usman's head's at, where his motivation's at, if he even cares anymore. It didn't look like he cared in the Leon Edwards fight, the very last one. And another reason I kind of feel like Kamaru Usman really does not care anymore is the fact that he accepted a fight against Khamzat Chimaev and did it on short notice. And I think we all know why he did accept this fight. I mean, he is going to get paid very, very handsomely here, Kamaru Usman. I mean, they had to have offered him something big for him to go out there and take this fight against Khamzat Chimaev. But it's a fight where I don't really like his chances, to be honest, especially on short notice up a weight class. So what I personally see happening is I think Khamzat Chimaev gets Kamaru Usman down, and once he does, like I said, we're going to see Kamaru Usman's ground game tested when he's on his back. We never saw him on his back before his entire career up until that Leon Edwards fight. And when Leon Edwards did get him down, he got right in the mount. It was just a terrible look. Like, what happens if Chimaev takes down Usman and gets in the mount? I mean, the fight's going to be over very shortly after. I guess what's interesting about this fight is if Kamaru Usman is to stuff these takedowns, keep it on the feet, we could be looking at a competitive fight. We really could. Khamzat Chimaev did not take down Gilbert Burns and have success doing so. I think it took him down maybe twice, but was not really able to hold him down. And in that Gilbert Burns fight, we saw Khamzat Chimaev really get extended for the first time. And we saw that, Burns was able to go out there and outland him 119 to 118 across 3 rounds. Khamzat Chimaev still winning the fight, but, a very close fight and the closest fight of Khamzat Chimaev's career, right? If Kamaru Usman is able to stuff some of these takedowns or all these takedowns, I think it's a very close fight. It's just, I have a feeling that Khamzat is going to take down Kamaru Usman, and I have a feeling when he does take him down, it's going to get very ugly very quickly. I mean, Khamzat Chimaev's ground game on top is no joke here whatsoever, and the fact that Usman is coming in here on short notice, it's hard to prepare for Khamzat Chimaev in general, but preparing for him on like 11 days notice is terrifying. So I think Chimaev makes quick work of Kamaru Usman. I think he gets him out of there, and I think he gets him out of there in the first round. So give me Khamzat Chimaev to get it done in the first round. Could be TKO, could be submission, but I think it does come early, and I'm just not sure Kamaru Usman's going to be able to stuff these takedowns coming his way on Saturday. So give me Chimaev to get it done in round 1. And they do have props out. Like I said, Chimaev is currently minus 260, Kamaru Usman plus 220. If Kamaru Usman was coming in here on a full camp, maybe I'd say he's a live dog, but short notice Kamaru Usman, 36-year-old Kamaru Usman, I don't like it. Like if this fight was a couple years ago, absolutely. Kamaru Usman at plus 220, yes. But the fact of the matter is it is short notice and he is 36, and I think he is declining. And Khamzat Chimaev in his prime, if not even getting better at this point. So, yeah, I think the minus 260 is fair. I'm curious to see where this money line comes, throughout the week. Maybe some money will come in on Usman. But I don't know. We'll see. What kind of interested me, though, was the over-under is set at 2.5 rounds. I kind of expected it to be set at 1.5, considering Chimaev always goes under 1.5. I think Chimaev's been over 1.5 rounds maybe once in his entire career. So the fact that they set it at 2.5 rounds, I don't know. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me, so I think the under 2.5 rounds is something I'm going to be taking a look at this week, and maybe more specifically the under 1.5 alternative rounds. I think Chimaev gets Usman out of here within the first 7.5 minutes, so I might look at the under 1.5 at plus money, but the under 2.5 seems solid. I don't really see Usman finishing Chimaev though, so maybe I'll just take Chimaev round 1, round 2, something like that. I really like Chimaev in this fight, so taking Chimaev. Not really sure what I'm doing yet from a betting perspective, but something along the lines of Chimaev inside the distance, Chimaev round 1, round 2. I think it happens, and I think it happens pretty quick. Chimaev inside the distance is only minus 115, which is not terrible considering he's a minus 260 favorite. So yeah, guys, let me know who you have down in the comments. I'm curious to see if anybody is going to be on Kamaru Usman under these short notice circumstances. And if he does go out there and pull it off, man, I mean, I would be very, very impressed, because I have a feeling he just doesn't care anymore. And the reason I say that is because, you don't take a Khamzat Chimaev fight if you care about your career. So I think he's doing it for a good paycheck, which is fine. I mean, he's getting paid. That's awesome. But I think it's a very tough matchup for Kamaru Usman. So give me Usman round 1, I'll say submission. So give me Chimaev round 1 submission here for the win. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys could, leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to the channel on your way out as well. More content will be coming for UFC 294 throughout the week. Main event breakdown's already out. Going to be recording my full card breakdown very shortly here. That'll be out on Tuesday, and then be on the lookout for some live streams, going live twice, I think, on Friday. Once for the final thoughts, and then once for best bet. since the card is starting early Saturday morning. So be on the lookout for that, and best of luck for UFC 294. See you guys later.